Margie.
And I'm Diane.
And we are going to be starting an orientation series to our circuit equipment.
And if you've ever wondered about the do's and don'ts of what you should be doing on the equipment, we're here to help you, and we'll point out some of the do's and the don'ts. All right, so I'm going to show you how to use the leg press. First of all, adjustment. You lift up on the handle, you're going to scoot yourself down or up depending on how long your legs are, how deep you want to go into the squat. Once you get into position, you're going to let go and it'll click. Feet up. Now make sure that your feet are up. You're at a 90-degree bend with the knees. I see a lot of people with their toes down here, and you can see how much pressure that puts on those knees, especially if you go heavy. So make sure you're 90 degrees, your toes are up to the top again, depending on how long your legs are. I'm going to sink down just a little bit more because I want to be a true 90 so that I can work my glutes a little more. And then of course you're going to pick your weight. You don't need to go too heavy to start with. Kind of get a feel for it, see how your knees do. Make sure your lower back is pressed into the seat. That's a biggie, because this can actually put too much pressure on your lower back. So make sure there's no arch in your back, that you're pushing in tight. Relax your head back, and then you're going to push through your heels, not through the front of your feet. You're going to push through your heels and just give a nice good push up. Again, I'm pushing through my heels. I'm not rolling up on my heels. I'm just driving the weight through my heels. Drop down 90 degrees, maybe a little below if your knees are healthy, and down and up. Maybe 10, 12, 15 repetitions depending on how heavy you've got it and what your true goal is. But that's basically the leg press setup. Do's and don'ts. Remember, don't have your toes down below. Don't let your back arch, and drive through your heels, not through the front of your feet.
So I'm going to demonstrate the seated hamstring curl. So you're going to start, for adjustments, you're going to look for these orange knobs. We've made it really easy with this equipment. So anytime you need to adjust something, you're going to look for the color orange. You're going to move this back up. You want to be flush, but you want your knees off of the bench. And you can adjust your distance down here according to your leg length. And then for this top, you're going to press it down. You don't want it super tight, but you do want it so that it is pushing your legs down. Weight-wise, you want to start with a lighter weight and work your way up. So you want to be able to push down. You should be feeling this in the back of your hamstrings. And that was a big don't right there. You want to make sure you are clipped in. That is a for sure sign. If you hear it click in the middle, you didn't have it clicked in. And so you want to curl and bring it back up. Curl down. Bring it back up. And the big thing with this is you want to start with a lighter weight and work your way up. And with your rep range, you probably want to work, say the 10 to 15 rep range is always a good place to start. And your last 3 reps should start to be pretty difficult. And if you're struggling and arching your back to get the weight down, that's a good indicator that it is a weight that's too heavy. So just back it off. The key is to feel the squeeze back here. You kind of want to make lightweight feel heavy. And that way you know you've got the right weight.
So now this is the leg extensions for your quadriceps. This one is a little iffy, so you want to be really careful. My biggest tip for you is to make sure that this top handle, that you don't start with your knees in this position. That's really hard on those knees. So you get just as much out of it if you bring that lever up quite a bit higher. Make sure your seat is back here, and that your knees again are flush to the edge. So you're going to load up your weight. Again, this top one moves the lower level. This one moves how long your legs are. So I'm on a small, which is pretty much what I'm on any of these. And then you're just going to extend your legs up. You don't want to hyperextend. You're just going to extend, keeping those knees slightly bent, and then come down. Don't let the weight land, and then extend up again. So short range of motion saves that wear and tear on those knees, but you're still getting a big contraction in the quadriceps. So that's really all you need to do. Try not to turn your toes in or toes out. That's kind of a big no-no. You want to just line everything up, and again, down and up, nice and easy. Nothing really big. I can really feel that in my quads. So that's pretty much all. Remember, there's 3 adjustments. You've got your seat back, you've got your lever, and then again the length of your lever, and then of course the weight. So that's the leg extension. Couple do's and don'ts. Use it sparingly, use it carefully.